All you beautiful traders out there. Let's go over here into the Alpha Trading Discord. That's right. Link below. Come check us out. Let me share my screen in there. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful Thursday morning, March 30th. What's happening tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen? A lot. We got 4 billion in BTC options expiring. What does that mean we can tell people, hey, don't have to tell people. It's common knowledge. I mean, we have $4 billion in Bitcoin options expiring tomorrow, the quarterly. What does that mean for the data set? Okay, let's explain this. Right now, from what I've seen, there's a bullish outlook. I think it's 0.74 call put ratio or something like that. That's really bullish. So what happens? Okay, so a lot of premium got pumped into a lot of the call strikes, right? So these market makers on the top side, there's a lot of gamma risk. So what's going to happen as this gets closer till tomorrow? You might see a lot of people buying futures or spot on Bitcoin, right, to cover their positions. Because I'm pretty sure it was talking about 24K. 24K, I think, was max pain for the bulls or something like that. Are we going to go there? It's looking less likely now, especially with the move we had yesterday, right? We got that quick pump. What happened here? Dude, we've been talking about this all week, and it finally nailed the top side of the monthly range. Did it reject there? Yeah. Oh, come on. You want to say hi, you big wolf? Oh, my big wolf. Let me let this dog out. Come on. Go on out. Go. You want out too, Pumpkin? Come on. Come on, Grandma. Do you want out yet? Go on. Go on. Go. Go on. Oh, my God. Old girl didn't want to go. So anyway, you got all these options expiring, right? So usually is what's going to happen, right? These people are pretty smart. They're going to hedge their positions. They're going to hedge their positions. So you're going to look, depending on what this price action does, we could have a massive buy or sell in futures, spot. We're about to find out. That's for damn sure. But anyway, so we run up to the top of this monthly range. Talk about all the time how powerful these monthly ranges are. And there is literally 3 resistance levels for every monthly range. I'm pretty sure it's down around, here, let me pull it up. Let's see here. Where's that monthly range again? Let's see. Where are you? Let's scroll up here. Pretty sure it's down here around 22 or something like that. And was it a really tight monthly range? Yes. As soon as this monthly popped, I was like, Bitcoin's going to pump, right? Bitcoin's going to pump. Did it? Sure the hell did. There it is, down there at 23.3. My bad. And literally, it's about $115 monthly range. Super tight. That literally right off the bat said, look, BTC is going to trend this month, right? We all know what happened. We all know what happened. Nothing jumped from dipped under 20K, bounced hard. And look, and even this week, we come in hot with a nice tight weekly range. Now, when I saw how close that weekly range was to the top side of the entire resistance level of that monthly range, I was like, man, we could get a move to the downside here. Why? The bears are going to be up at the top side of this monthly range. They're going to hammer that price action down going into the end of the month. The bulls tried to run this thing up, bust outside of it. I literally all week have been talking about, if you see this data set moving in this area, it's going to get hammered down. Did it? Yeah, it did. I'll tell you what right now, BTC, the bulls are in control. The bulls are in control. Bears tried to hammer it down. No way are they getting through this weekly range. Not saying it can't happen, but probabilities are really low, especially with these options expiring. So going to be a wild ride. Probably the rest of today and tomorrow. Yeah, man. Big time. We might get a nice wild ride. Could this thing dump out? Sure it could. Sure it could. Don't think these bears don't want to run this thing down to around 24. And it's pretty funny, the way we populate our volatility ranges and stuff, and then you look where max pain is for the bulls down there at 24K. It's $800 above the monthly range. right? $800 above the monthly range. So it's something that definitely could happen. You could see a dump here, but we're talking look about like $5,000 move. Can Bitcoin do that? Dude, it could do that in a 4-hour candle. Hell, it could do that in a 90-minute candle. We've seen Bitcoin fly around before. There's no doubt about it. So yeah, let's get cracking on this bad boy. Dollar weak as shit, man. Dollar very weak. Why is it weak? Because I'm not even gonna explain that. It's pretty obvious why the hell the dollar's weak. Look, you can't just continue to turn the burr on, man. You got to stop. They're just kicking this can down the road, bailing out banks. It's such a scam. It's ridiculous. Do I want the banks to fail? 100%. Why? Because I back cryptocurrency, right? Everybody should be their own bank. These criminals, yes, I said criminals, the real criminals that are in DC and on Wall Street, they wear suits and ties, man. They want everybody to think that us trading cryptocurrency, we're the criminals. It's a joke. Anyway, shout out to all you degens in Washington, D.C., you worthless sacks of fucking shit. Sorry, Trading View. You're probably, I'll stop right here. Yash is like, Bilbo, shut up, please. Don't go any further. You probably knew exactly where I was going. Okay, but anyway. Man, what is blowing up? Hold on, I gotta turn this Telegram off. What the fuck? People always like it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait a minute, huh? Let me read something real quick before I shut this down. Hold on. God, I'm gonna have to read this. Okay, I'll get back on that. Let me go over here. Main trading chart, Bitcoin, right? Bouncing off the top side on the daily, on the power mean, right? But like I've said all this week, very low probability to get above that 29K level. Very low probability. Now, what do I think is going to happen, right? We all got our own bias. What do I think is going to happen when we have this monthly close? I think Bitcoin's going to pump. Really do. Really do. Let me see this 4-hour real quick. Oh, man, we got some hidden bulls setting up. A lot of hidden bulls setting up. Fishers are pretty. Let me see here. Yeah, we got 3 of the Fishers up to 3 SD band. Wouldn't be a bit surprised. And this is the way this sets up. This is the way it sets up. Now, when I say I think BTC is going to pump, do I think it's going to pull back first? 100%. Why? Because you're going to populate a new monthly range. We did this yesterday, right? We did this yesterday. Let's get down in the nitty gritty. Let me do this literally on a 4-hour. On a 4-hour. Let me throw on a vertical here. Giving a little lesson here how to populate these volatility ranges. Where's the first? Whoa. Bam. All right. Here we go. Here's March's price action. Let me turn off the UPM real quick. I'll turn it back on. But yeah, here we go. Let me actually scale this down. There we go. So what am I looking for? The new monthly volatility range. How do you do that? By understanding what you're looking at here, right? All this price action. I'm going to give any details. I'm just going to show you. You have got to pay attention to wicks. Got to pay attention to wicks. Right? There's no data sets really down here at all anywhere. You're out in fluffland. But look, what is there? What is that? There's something there, correct? I mean, you got 2 wicks going to this area. Pull back. Right? This bounced right here. You got to pull back here with the dump out. I'm telling you right now, the bottom side of the new monthly volatility range is going to be around 26.5. Mark my words. Top side, look, where was all the volatility this month? Right? Early on, we had a nice little dump out under 20K, but it's all to the top side. That's going to pull that new monthly volatility range up pretty high. That's why I'm putting the bottom at about 26.5. I'm going to throw the top up here at about over 28. It's going to be in between 28.2 and 28.5, right? And then, center of it, probably 27.5 area. So it's going to be probably a pretty large. Now, I've said this before where I think it's going to be a big monthly range and it's tight. But when you get volatility like this and you trend like this, chances are you're going to get a bigger volatility range. Not saying you can't freaking trend, right? Because you sure can. And when it comes to a monthly range, if you're inside like, I don't know, 1.5% or something, even 2%, you're still good for some nice trend. So we'll wait till that populates. We'll get a measurement here over the weekend too. That's why we might do a stream on the weekend. That's what we probably will do, because Friday is the monthly close. I don't want to wait till Monday. We can't let YouTube Jimmy poison the minds of all of our traders, right? No, we can't, because he's a goofball. All of them, not one excluded. They're all in the echo chamber. They're all squawking the same crap, except one guy. I'm not going to call him out, but he's one of the only ones I really ever kind of watched. I kind of like the way he's in traditional TA, but he's very sensible. He's not blowing smoke up everybody's ass. That's what I kind of like when I go to watch people. So yeah, that's where I'm looking for the new monthly range to be. So how far is it going to have to pull back? Not far, but I truly do see that. And hey, it could pull back to the bottom, right? It could pull back to the bottom of the monthly range, right? Maybe the center. It's going to be pretty big though. But at the most, I see probably pulling back 26.5, right? 26.5, and then with some continuation. Let me see here. Let's get rid of that bad boy. Boop. All right, what are we setting up here? No div on the 4 hour, no bull div or anything. Let me see. Yeah, there's no bear either. I mean, this is a clean chart on the 4 hour. Now, I already saw on the weekly. We're going to get up to it here in a second. There is a bear div setting up. There is bear div setting up. And on the daily, I mean, there is no bear div yet, but it sure would be setting up, is what I like, though. If this returns oscillator on the daily was below the zero mean, I would be like, oh, look out. If this thing closes, if this thing closed around 29K at the end of the day, it's going to set up some bear div. You could get a rejection off that zero mean. Price could be tumbling down. Like how far? A couple grand, right? Maybe the bottom of the new range. Obviously, we're not going to know till the close on Friday night, but we will find out, won't we? That's why I want to do a stream. Hell, maybe we even do one Friday night after close once we get the range. We'll see. I'll be home late, but yeah, it's not just about America, right? There's a whole other part of the world. Be up having coffee. Let's see, having an outlier too. Having an outlier on the daily right before all these option expiration, close of the monthly. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. All the fishers pop back up too. The bulls are in control of this thing 100%. These bears can fight all they want, but these algos, boop, boop, they're greenlit right now, man. These algos are greenlit, no doubt about it. And that's what the VEPS tell me. That's what the VEPS tell me when all the other YouTube Jimmies are out there saying, oh, Bitcoin's going to crash, oh, blah, blah, blah. No, I'm not down with that, man. And we're usually we are usually literally on the opposite side of their trades. So got to think about that too. Here's the 5-day. 5-day outlier is over. Variance coming down, negatively correlated. Yeah, I mean, everything I'm seeing makes sense because it's at the top of the monthly range, right? This thing is spun. Why hasn't it dumped? Look, the returns oscillator is turning down. It's negatively correlated, strong too, as strong as the positive correlation was on the way up. So yeah, returns are not correlated to price action right now. So as the returns are coming down on a 5-day too, man, with some bear div, and we're not getting a pullback, that's why. And look at the fishers. There's a method to this madness here. And trust me, you guys, if you are still waiting for these charts I'm trying to put out, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble. The problem is I got updated indicators that haven't been published yet. So I'm trying to get these. I know Jeff's listening right now. Maybe if we can get the Entropy Swiss, get that upgraded, and then see the AVR I'm using. This baby's not even published yet. If we can get the most recent AVR published, or just they're already published. I'm just talking about upgrading the code. Maybe he can do that here over the weekend or something. I don't know. Our guys are busy, man. It's amazing we do what we do. What we've done in 2 years is amazing. It's not like we're just like, oh yeah, let's all quit our jobs and shit, and we're just going to do this full time. We're wrong. This is definitely part-time for a lot of people. Let's see here. So yeah, I'm looking at that bear div. Look at the weekly. Same thing. right? Same thing. You've got this bear div, but it's negatively correlated. And all the fishers on the weekly are up, 5-day are up. This thing is strong. Volatility contracting, negatively correlated. Let's see, they all are. Let me look here on the weekly. Let's see. There she blows. Positively correlated on the 981. Okay. Actually, or is that the 20? Let me see here. Hold on. What's the AVR3? Yeah. Okay. So you got the 2400 negatively correlated with the 525. Yeah. I mean, everything's saying price action to the moon. Now that's a joke, obviously, but yeah. I mean, to the top side. To the top side. Everything I see tells me the bulls are in control. 100%. We lost the outlier on the weekly too. It's no wonder, right? We're coming into the close of the month. We're at the top side of the monthly volatility range. Everything is cooling off till we get this close. Yep, everything's cooling off. And right as I say that today, who knows? This thing could just, I mean, I'm talking on these macro time frames, man. This thing definitely looks like it's cooled off waiting for this close. The lower time frames you drop down, now, like on the 4 hour, right? All the fishers are high. 2 are down, 2 are up. Just waiting. There's no bull div getting set up, but on this pullback, there was no bear, or not pullback, or this sideways action. There's no bear div at all. Anywhere. No bear div. See how low we go before we see some on these low time frames. There was a little bit right there. I mean, boom. That's when we had that little pump. There was the bear div on the 90 that brought that baby back down. Yes, it did. Now, is there any bull setting up? No, there's not, man. It's a clean chart. You got the hidden back here, right? Had some hidden bull back here. Dropping more. 45-minute. Boy, this thing just looks like, I told somebody yesterday, this looks like a coiled snake getting ready to just rip. Where to? Here's what I'm really waiting to see. Let me throw this on a monthly. I'm talking about this. Man, this monthly looks good, man. Really does. Now here, right? We talking about this as soon as the monthly opened. We were talking about this 33 power mean, right? 33 power mean. Why? Well, look how the last month closed with this doji, right? Look how that monthly closed. Did we get a dump out? Yeah, we sure did. But look what happened. And this is exactly what I thought was going to happen, right? This is a no-brainer. With the volatility that is inherently within Bitcoin, you are going to get moves like this. Let me see what this total monthly move was. From the wick to where we're at now. Yeah, dude, Jesus Christ. That's down under 20, man. We're talking 50% move all over. I think some over leveraged folks got wrecked on both sides. Yeah, they did. The people that did not take their profit, bullish, right? Then they're still dicking around here. And then they're like, oh, doji, it's got to be continuation. Now, was I talking that? Sure. I mean, it looks like you, right? You close up above that RMLR, you're usually going to get a move to the top side. Woohoo! Fake out. Right down. Wrecked all those over leveraged traders. Guarantee it. So what do these goofies do? Oh, well, I'll make it back on the short then because now Bitcoin, right, it's going to die again. And then they get short and get wrecked again. It's ridiculous. You need to understand. Now, are you going to see all this coming on a monthly? No, you got to have a workflow. And I guarantee it, man. You're down here 4 hours under. You know this is happening, right? There was a bunch of bear div. And it pulled back hard. But the bulls are in control. Right? Big time. So they're ready to run, man. But I've been looking for that since the beginning of the month for this 33 power mean up here over 33K, right? 33,250. It's going to rise a little more on this next month. Probably going to be almost at $34,000. Do I think BTC at some point here is going to run up and check up on this 33? I do. And it's going to be like right around the 2SD band. So once we get to that area, we're going to have to reevaluate and see what's going on. Yes, we are. And that is deep. Let's see here. We get up to there. The bulls run at that high. There's no reason why this thing can't go back to all-time highs. I'm going to be honest. No reason at all. Let's see. Good. We're getting this little pulley right now. Let's see what the 33 minutes saying. This variance is low right now in the 33 minute. Yes, it is very low. And do we have any? No, no bear div, no bull div, clean charts all over the place, which it kind of makes sense. Both sides are cooling off right now, right? Both sides are cooling off, waiting for these options to expire. These bears might already be jacked. You might, I mean, so what would it take? I was thinking about this earlier. What does it take for BTC to break through these levels? I'm not saying this cannot happen, that today, right, and tomorrow, that BTC can't break through 29. But what's it going to take? Volatility, strong volatility too, right? What would create that type of volatility right now coming into the end of the month? Possibly all these options bears that are in a bad position, they're going to have to buy spot. They're going to have to buy futures. They're going to have to do something, and that could ignite a move to the top side. I'm not saying it can happen, right? I'm going to talk about both sides, right? And that's why a lot of people get turned off. So like they want signals. I'm telling you right now, this thing could pump, this thing could dump, right? That's how we roll, because we trade low time frame volatility. When you break it all down, we really don't care. But we know people like to talk about the macro. People want to know where the data set's heading. And our hit ratio, pretty good, man. Pretty good at being able to look at these macro charts and give people an idea where Bitcoin's going. We haven't been wrong yet all this year. That's for damn sure. Whoa, of course, Bilbo, it's done nothing but went up. Yeah, sometimes the BTC makes it easy on you. But you need to realize everybody else was bearish. We weren't, or at least I wasn't, right? And I'm not afraid to tell people, anymore, at least macro, what my bias is. When it starts to get intraday, right, when we drop into that shark tank, that scalp pit where these algos are, I usually don't tip my hand, right? It game on. That's the battlefield down there. Right, that is the battlefield. I don't want anybody knowing my bias. Even people in the Discord, they'll tell you. I usually am not going to give my daily bias. I'll talk about it a little bit. And if you can read between the lines, you'll probably get some. But yeah, I'm not just going to come straight out. Hey, I'm risk on to the top side. Oh no, man, I'm not going to do that. Right? So who knows? I don't care who's on the other side of my trades. It's fair game. Friendly fire. Look out, boys. Coming in hot. Let's see here. Yeah, this poor dollar. We're going to look at Dixie too, going into the end of the month, into the monthly close. Let's see, man. Let's pop up Dixie while we're waiting for this market to open. We've got 8 minutes. Oh, wrong. There we go. Let's see. So Dixie up. Wait a minute here. Let me load my account up. Get a sip of Java. I got ants in my pants again. I'm looking at properties in Hawaii now. I can't figure out where the fuck I want to be. It's all good. I'm not going to be in one more winter. My winters in my future are all warm. One of my best friends moved to Hawaii. When I left Tahoe, he left Tahoe. He went to Hawaii. I came to Indiana. I'd already be a year in Hawaii. What the hell did I do? It's all good. I had to come see family. Plus, I needed to buy a little real estate. Let's see here. What are we doing? Let me check something real quick. I got shit hanging all over my monitors. No wonder I can never read. Let's see. Interesting. Let me throw this on SPY. This is going to be pretty interesting today, man. So we got the dollar. God, this thing's weak. You freaking biggest shit coin in the world, man. Biggest shit coin in the world. And what just popped up in my head yesterday? So let's. I'm gonna cut this quick here, and we're gonna about 5 minutes. We're gonna talk about something. So BTC had some improvements, right? Had an upgrade a while back called Taproot. Is what Taproot did. It allows you to inscribe, right? It allows you to inscribe art, text, whatever you want. You can inscribe on an individual Satoshi, right? They are called ordinals. A lot of people are calling these Bitcoin NFTs. And I've been talking to the guys in the Dow chat and stuff for Catalina Whale Mixer. And I'm like, why in the hell is everybody calling these NFTs? These are these are the farthest from a non-fungible token, right? These are very fungible. People have already spent their ordinals on accident. So I'm here right now. Stop it. And a lot of people are like, Bilbo, it's easier. It's already hard enough to explain people about regular NFTs, and now we're going to try to explain to them about Bitcoin ordinals, right? And what those are all about. Look, they're not NFTs. They're very fungible. So is what you do. You can inscribe on an individual Satoshi. So now the big rave is you've literally got people out here hunting Satoshis. You can go back into the blockchain, right? And you can like literally buy these Satoshis that you can inscribe on them. It's pretty wild what's going on. You talk about new. This is cryptocurrency still in its infant stages. Regular NFTs on a Solana, on Ethereum, on AVAX. I mean, there's all kinds of chains that have NFTs, right? Polygon. But when it comes, this has never happened before on Bitcoin, so everybody's excited. Where was I getting at? Yesterday, a very rare ordinal, the Catalina Whale Mixer. Okay, they inscribed on a Satoshi. It's an uncommon. Now, what is an uncommon Satoshi? It is the first Satoshi of a block, right? The first Satoshi of a block are the uncommons. And right now, in existence, I'm pretty sure there's only about, God, what's the number? There's something like 700,000 of these rare Satoshis, right? But you got to realize how many Satoshis they are since day one. Look, it's astronomical. I don't even know if there's a mathematical term for it, how many there are. It's just massive. It's a number pile this long. So they're very rare, very rare. And what are even epic ones? Epic ones are like on the halvings, right? The first block of a halving, you get that first Satoshi. But anyway, so yesterday, Catalina Whale Mixer had an auction, and it was called Whale Chew. This is what they did. They took Pikachu, right? Turned it into a whale. Really cool. Real cool art. Went for 1 Bitcoin yesterday in the auction. $28,300. What's that say? It says people are bullish on this stuff, man. It's pretty powerful. Pretty powerful. Yeah, I'm excited as hell. Where's MJ? Is he in here? Now he's on the road. I talked to him. So yeah, really cool stuff going on Bitcoin. I mean, I literally, I know somebody. They're like, oh yeah, can you put wedding vows on there? And I'm like, holy shit, man, that's really cool. So this is what this individual is going to do. They're going to literally inscribe their wedding vows on a Bitcoin Satoshi. I was like, that's fucking rad. Are we in the future right now? Yes, we are in the future, boomer. Pretty wild shit going on. Look at the dollar on the 33-minute. We're going to bounce back to the charts. I just wanted to lay that out there. How shit changes fast in crypto, man. Shit changes fast. So we got the dollar here crashing out, right? Having an outlier on the 33. Let me see on the 4 hour. Wow. And on no bear div. Wow. I actually had a little bit right here at the end. Right here at the end, had a little bit of bear div, and man, this thing dumped out. Look at the fishers. Got on the 4 hour. I'm telling you what, man. If this sucker goes into trend on the 4 hour today, is the 90-minute trending? It's got to be. That's a power move. Yeah, man, it's trending. So we're in trend. And anybody out there, if you're watching this on TradingView, on YouTube, on Twitch, in the Discord, there's only one way. There's only one way. I mean, there's you can like combine other indicators that are available on TradingView. This is standalone right here. It's Entropy. Pretty simple. Just nobody's been able to tackle it. Create the indicator. Well, our guys did, man. And it's very powerful. You need to know when a data set is trending, right? You need to know when a data set is trending or if it's in a random walk. It literally runs side by side with the volatility. And when you understand, right, when you understand going back into a random walk, dropping in the trend, the expansion and the contraction of volatility and the correlation breaks within, man, it's going to change your whole outlook on how you've been looking at these markets. 100%. Going to change it forever. So is it setting up any div down here? I mean, right now, a little bit, man, it's trying. But look, it's negatively correlated. Returns oscillator has turned up on the 90-minute. Look at the Fishers though, man. These things are on a deep dive. On a deep dive. Dollar looks ugly. Good Lord. Glad I don't hold a lot. Glad I don't hold a lot. Let's see here. God, man, all these time frames. Fishers are just brutal. Trending on the 45, strong. You start busting through these levels and blowing out these volatility bands. Yeah, man, it's party time. This thing's running. So here we go. Right at the market open. Definitely bull div on the 15. All right, definitely bull div on the 15. So let's go over here. 102.5. So we got the daily range. And look, I mean, literally 1 second. 1 second before the market opened, what does the dollar data set do? Goes down, tests first standard deviation, sends a wick right to it. Normal distribution. Sends a wick down to the first standard deviation, normal distribution. So now what do I think is going to happen? Yeah, probably going to go a pull up here. Let me see. What did SPY open up at? 403. Damn power move. Where'd it close yesterday? Yeah, I guess not only a couple points, man. Not that much. Where's the daily range at? There's the top side right here. So this would be kind of a perfect time because we didn't gap up through it. Was it close enough? Sure it was. But usually, especially coming into the end of the month here, I would imagine this thing's going to probably come down to 401, test this up. Maybe you see the dollar come up and try to bust back into the 68.3 Laplace distribution range right here. That's in cap. What is it? These white cross lines, right? That's the edge of the 68.3 Laplace, top side, bottom side. Considering it bounced off the 1SD2, I would imagine this is probably going to come up here. Give some of these assets a chance to come back, test their daily ranges, because everything probably opened up above. And probably because of the end of the day yesterday, things moved up a little bit. Probably opened, or at least pre-market was above that daily. So nothing gapped up through. Nothing gapped up through. Let me see here. What are we doing? Man, there are a lot of monkey gifs in the Alpha Trading general chat. Hilarious. What the hell's happening over there? All right, I'm over here in the Alpha Voice chat now. Okay, yeah, man, I'll get to this. My question in the Alpha Founders chat about Entropy. Ooh, I'm going to. Yeah, man, that's fine. Yeah, if we want to do that, yeah, that's totally cool too. Dude, we got so, we have got so many indicators. I've got so many favorited and just yet. I'm just like, what's the new one? What's the old one? It's pretty funny. We get dirty over here at Alpha Trading. Yeah, that's cool, Donnie. However you want to do it, man. However you want to do it. However you want to do it. It could be a separate indicator, just the all-in-one. And because that's like that would be the advanced version, right? Where people, especially people on TradingView, don't have a big account, right? They're not subscribed to a bigger what am I looking for? Just the levels of your accounts. We combine all these indicators. Man, it helps a lot for people. Yeah, we're trying to save people money as much as possible. So yeah, we could have two. And I'm thinking if we're going to leave the OG one, probably maybe we can pull a lot of stuff out of that we really you don't need. Hell, if we're just going to have two indicators, just entropy, right? Just entropy, maybe with the predictor on it, the volatility bands, things like that. It's probably all there was on the OG. I'm just spitting right now. Hell, I can't even remember. We've had so many damn indicators, which is a good thing, right? The problems we have at Alpha Trading, they're good problems. They are good problems. Of course, this logged me out. Junk ass.
The original Entropy had AME, and A2 APP.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so does the advanced ones. Got it too, though, right?
Oh yeah, but you're just saying the OG one is just
oh yeah.
AME,
My
A2
bad.
APP.
My bad. I understand now. What the hell's happening over here? Let me see something real quick. Now I'll turn that off. I don't know what the hell's going on here. My Telegram, I got 9,000 messages. Something exciting. Something exciting's going on. Exactly. A2, and they're new. This is Swiss Army
stuff.
Okay, perfect. So it's really is what we need to do. We just need to publish the Swiss Army, and we'll do that. We'll do that public as well, just like the original Entropy. Yeah, man, that's perfect. Give people a couple to chew on. Good stuff. Good stuff. Plus one more indicator. One more indicator. Okay, let's see here. Dollar having some trouble, man. Dollar having some massive trouble. What are these? So if we're up here, boom, almost, I mean, SPY almost ran up to the 1SD. You're above. And where did it go to? Top of the monthly range, right, for SPY. Now, not the top of the resistance level of the monthly like Bitcoin's at, right? This is just here's the center of the monthly. You got the top side, bottom side, but then you're going to have 3 resistance levels to the top side, 3 support levels to the downside. BTC has ran its ass all the way to the top side resistance level. That's why I'm saying it's going to take a very volatile move today and tomorrow to get through this. Because the bears are up here. They got fucking clubs out, man. They are beating bulls in the head when this data set gets up there. No, you can't. No, you can't. Trust me. They're up there beating the drum, bringing all their bear friends out of hibernation, trying to keep this data set down. In my opinion, can't hold back Bitcoin, man. Can't hold back Bitcoin. Not at all. And right now, every time I see a little sell-off, it just gets gobbled up. That just tells me right there, the algos are greenlit right now, man. The algos are greenlit. If that volatility really takes off, you think these bears are just going to sit there, man? They're going to jump on the train. These high-frequency trading firms, they're not stupid. You think they're in a bear gang or a bull gang? Absolutely not, right? They are fluid. They are fluid. That's why they make money. If you're in a gang, bad. And then what, you're going to just trade half the market? I mean, come on. Learn, people. Learn. So right now, if this thing were to pull back to the top of the daily, we're talking 400. Right, 400. Man, them puts right now are 16 cents. Pretty cheap early on, right? Pretty cheap early on. Very, very cheap. Oh, boy, they're trying to get me, aren't they? Trying to drag me in. Let me see here real quick. What we got? Let's see if I close this out. Getting ants in the pants. Let's see what we got here. Close. Okay. What? Hold on here. Got it. All right. Yeah, I turned on my cash register. Turned on the old cash register, ladies and gents. Okay. Now where's those 0 days? Booking. What'd I say? 400. Snap up a couple of these motherfuckers here, man. Let's do the 30, should we? Should we do the 30? Boom, boom, and up. Okay. Let's get back over. Let's see here. What are we doing? Okay. All right, SPY, what you got in store here, son? Let's see if we can get a quick move. All right, here we're back to Dixie. Low time frames. Definitely, look, you got the returns oscillator crossing up zero mean here. There's no correlation. All the fissures are still down. But I think this is a little overcooked, a little exhausted. I'm not going to say exhausted. Yeah. This thing's a little overcooked. Obviously. I mean, look at the drop on this dollar on the 15. Crazy, man. Crazy. All day. Down. Just tried to pull up a couple times. You got volatility. Volatility fell off a cliff here, too. Volatility fell off a cliff. Negatively correlated. Bam. Volatility expanded. Down goes the dollar data set. Is that bull div on the 33 or is it just a 15? My God, man. That's showing the weakness of this dollar. I mean, you can't even get any bull div on the 33 minutes, down on the 15. That's what happens when the entropy's trending, right? It's a power move, man. Let this animal in. I'm coming. Come on, girl. Get up in here. Here's a good girl. Okay. Let's see here. The dollar. So when is this thing going to pop up? Yeah, I mean, we're talking 15-minute, 9-minute. Below 15-minute, there's probably bull div setting up. I mean, my God, you only got one fisher up. This thing is just the weakest little shit coin I've ever seen. Right when you say that, bam! Thing just rips to the top side. Okay. That's what it would take. You're going to need this dollar to pull back up. Maybe inside the 68.3. All these assets test up on the daily ranges. Now the minis already have, obviously. Right? Let's see. Yeah, it made a good run at it. Definitely close enough. All right, here's the top side of the daily on the S&P minis. Right? Did it fully test it? No. And so that's still going to leave a little bit of doubt in my head, right? That this comes back. Not doubt that it doesn't come. Goddamn, I got twisted up my own damn tongue. It leaves doubt that this data set's going to continue to the top side just because there wasn't a full test. If there was already a full test, I'd be like, hey man, this can bounce right here. This can literally bounce off this monthly support. Let me see something on the S&Ps. Yeah, that's like the first resistance level on the monthly, right? On the minis. I mean, this thing can move up quickly, but at the same time, if this dollar finds any strength, it's going to dump. Probably back down to the dailies. Both of them, NASDAQ too. All the assets. Everything gapped up this morning. Let me throw this on traditional. Let's see what we got. Anybody running? Wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Coinbase pumping right now. When Bitcoin's bullish, Coinbase likes to run. Gold's just stuck under $2,000. Gold is stuck under 2K. Let's see. Natural gas is just a shit show. Got Baba's up a little bit today. They had that one of those CarMax trucks, right? Saw one of the CarMax flatbeds taking a car to somebody. So what do people do? Go to those like candy machines, fucking literally buy a car out of a vending machine. They deliver it to you. I mean, I don't know for sure. I've never really looked into it, and I've never seen one. I know there's one in Indianapolis. I think it's downtown, but yeah, I don't know much about it. That's a trip though. That's a trip. Well, hell, you can buy soiled panties in a vending machine in Japan. So hey, why not cars in America? What the fuck? Woo, where's MJ? He didn't believe me. I said, Google it. That'll take you down a rabbit hole. The Japanese are wild, man. The Japanese are wild. Oh, shit. Let's see here. Carnival Cruise Line's up a little bit. And of course, Schwab's down today. Some of the banks are up. Some of the banks are down. What are you going to do? What's going on with the bonds? Bonds look good. What happened to wheat? Yeah, wheat pulled back. Saw that come. Definitely pulled back a little bit. So did soybeans. So did rice. Corn's on a mission. Corn! Bitcorn? Yeah, Bitcoin, baby. Bitcoin. All right. Let's see here. Let's go over to this art. Let me look at, where you at, dollar? I'm going to throw the dollar on the RMLR here. Get a good read. Get the good read. Got the monthly here. Yeah, there was that dollar bull run, right? You're just no brainer. No brainer. This thing was going to mean revert up here, but the RMLR caught up to it. Where's the 30 at? Above. Yeah. Okay, turn that off. So look right now, right? Here's the dollar on the monthly. I mean, dude, it's right at, it's pulled back inside the 33 power mean on the monthly, right? We had the dump out on the dollar, boom, then it pulled back up strong. Got a wick above it. You got the 68.3 Laplace on the monthly, where Bitcoin, I showed the difference. Bitcoin, the nuke job, almost at the first standard deviation normal distribution up here, right? So what is that on? That's a monthly. Let me see the weekly. What is he looking for? What is he looking for? Actually, why I'm on a monthly on S&P. Let me go to the 21 day. My bad. Yeah, there we go. was going to say, that looked funny. That looked funny on the monthly. Here's the real monthly. Yeah. Rejected perfectly. If you go to the 21 day, that's why if you're ever looking at traditional assets, please go to a 21 day. You don't have to, but if you want to get a good read, there you go. Big difference. Wick right to it in rejection. Wick right to it in a rejected. Interesting. Now, if you want to go to a weekly, go to a 5 day. Yeah, if you're going to a monthly, go to a 21 day. I know I said weekly. Wrong. So here's the 5 day. Let's see here. What's this baby doing? Yeah, I mean, it literally opened this week up below, right? Below the RMLR. And man, it hadn't moved much. Little Doji City, baby. Doji City. We just got this 5 day though yesterday, right? Or no, this is 5 day. Yeah, that makes sense. Just got a 5 day candle and it closes in 6 days and 7 hours. It must be taking the weekends into effect when it's closed or something. I don't know. That's jack though. But so that would be, now it kind of makes sense. So let's see. So 6 days. That thing's going to literally close like Thursday or something. All right. So just starting out, and that's a bummer for those dollar bulls, man. That thing that literally populated a new 5 day underneath the RMLR. So you got the 33 power mean down here right at the 2 SD band at about, what is SPY? 392. God, I'm looking at SPY talking about the dollar. Give me a break. My God, I need more coffee. Throw the dollar on here. There we go. You guys, Jesus. Give me a second. Is anybody in the chat going, hey, dude, get on the right asset? Thanks a lot, guys. So here's the mean reversion happening right now on the dollar. Let's forget about everything I said in the last 6 minutes. I was on fucking SPY trying to fucking give a read on the dollar. Sorry. And yes, I have a potty mouth. Sorry, trading to you. Trying to shake it, man. It's hard. That's what the military does to you. Okay. So 95 for Laplace on the dollar. When's this 5 day? Yeah, this 5 day. Yeah, this makes more sense. I was like, that read is just not making any sense. Well, I'm just looking at SPY, not the dollar. This thing closes in a day, 10 hours. So yeah, literally it's closing tomorrow. Do I think there is mean reversion happening? Yes. Where in the hell is... Okay, my UPM didn't want to populate on the 5 day. I'm going to get tricky. Do a little quick move. There we go. I need this power mean. Where's it at? Please populate. There we go. Wow. Wow. Didn't even, right? So you open up, you get above the RMLR. Doesn't even make it to the 33 power mean. Well, it hit a 2 SD band here, went sideways, pulled back. Is it coming to the 11 length RMLR? Probably, man. Probably. And what's that at? Dangerously close to breaking 100. Let me see here. What was I turning on? The 30. Way above. So you're in between the RMLRs. You literally have the 33 power mean right in between. And considering you're on the bottom side of this 33 and we haven't, I mean, you could call this, right, a reversion back to the RMLR. Didn't quite get there, though. Didn't quite get there. Tell you what, today and tomorrow, if this thing pulls back down here, woo, it's going to be really hard press for Bitcoin. You might see that volatility kick up. You might see BTC for one of the first times, if it's ever happened. I mean, I don't have that much time in the day to go back and look at that, but I cannot remember a time where the BTC data set closed outside the monthly resistance levels, right? Or support levels to the downside. It's always just halted price action. Well, it makes sense, right? That's the volatility range. That's where it's all happening at. We're not talking about volume, right? You want to trade volume? Knock yourself out. You do understand what creates that volume, right? This is what blows my mind. People using lagging stuff. Volatility and returns, man. That's all you need. That is all you need. So the dollar's on a mission. The dollar needs to get its shit together. It's got low time frame bull div. So a bounce here would make some sense. Really would. But yet to be seen. Yet to be seen. And everything's kind of going sideways. Yeah, there's a lot of people trying to figure out what the hell to do, especially these bears. If the bears that are trading these options, they're getting ready to get in a world of hurt. They're gonna get in a world of hurt. And to be honest, that's probably why we did pump to the top side in this last week, right? Probably the reason why Bitcoin's sitting up around 29. The bulls are just trying to wreck these bears, and they are in control. So right now, the bears, a lot of these big players are probably on the verge right now of just aping into some futures or spot something. These guys aren't into losing money, right? If you haven't figured that out yet, the retail traders are the liquidity for these guys. Let me see. What's P Funk doing? Oh, he's muted. Got his headphones turned off. Okay. He's got better things to do. That's all right. Oh, P Funk. Well, while this all plays out, let's see here. In the alpha voice, let me go to trading views. Anybody in here popping off? Let's go. That's right. Let me say hi. Good morning. There we go. Boink. All right. And if you are watching on TradingView, hit the rocket icon for us, please. Thank you very much. Trying to get this out, especially you alpha traders. Here, let's put the link in here. If you don't have it, copy. I'm going to put it in the alpha voice chat. All you got to do, hit that link. Go hit the rocket icon if you're not watching on TradingView. There it is. Because that does help. And I'm pretty sure yesterday, after kind of voicing this, we got like 13 hits on that rocket icon, which that's good. I'm going through other people's streaming videos and stuff. I'm telling you, right, we're up there already we just started, and we're up here with the big, I call them big boys. I'm talking about the people that have been streaming since day one on TradingView when it first popped off. And it hasn't been going very long. I mean, what are we talking? Under a year, right, Yasha? It hasn't been that long since they started streaming on TradingView. Has not been that long, but we are right up there already.
Like a month or something, maybe less.
Oh, that? Are you sure?
Maybe even less. I don't know. Not a long time.
Because I've seen this play button over here on the side all lit up for a while now. But I never even knew what the hell it was for a long time. I mean, we were doing our own streaming thing on fucking YouTube, but however long, it doesn't matter. Right? It doesn't matter.
Play button? What do you mean play button?
Right over here on the right side. See, it's got the little play button. You click on that, and that takes you to all the live streams that are on right now.
Oh, yeah. I think we're in the featured one, just like when it goes live, where it's always on the top one.
Yeah, we're right here. Boom. So that's been over there for longer than a month. I mean, I clicked on it way before that, but yeah, it doesn't matter. The point is, people like what they're seeing, right? People are tired. I mean, people have got to be tired of this echo chamber, man. Who do you go watch? They're all mimicking each other. It's worthless information too. They're all using traditional TA, thinking that they're.
Our first one was February 21st.
February 21st. Oh, Jesus.
On TV, yeah.
Well, it's only been. Yeah, you're right. Oh, well.
A month and a week or something.
Josh is always right.
Oh.
That's how we like it. Keeps us in check. He's literally Chat GPT. He is the AI. Yeah, everybody thinks Yash is flesh and blood. He's Alpha Trading's artificial intelligence. That's why he knows everything. Beep boop bop. First AI to own a cat.
I'm actually sitting here coding up web pages for something totally different, but yeah.
Nice.
I like chatting with the GPT.
Nice. Oh, and also I've been listening to a lot of people talk yesterday, especially in the crypto space. What's up? Do people not know how to speak anymore? I hear so much. Here's what people are doing. Look, if you're out there and you're live streaming, you're doing anything, stop with the Do you understand what you're doing? You're literally, when you say you're going into a thought process, right? In your head, in the middle of a sentence. So your mind is searching for something and you're actually verbalizing it. You're going, keep that to yourself. Do you know what that makes you sound like? It makes you sound like you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Very rarely are you going to hear an right? Very rarely are you going to hear an come out of my mouth. Why? Because I'm woo, 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 woo. Don't have to, right? It's full. I mean, I can push info out. When I hear people,
Exactly.
I heard somebody yesterday, and this is some guy I really respect. In the background, I'm like, hey, we need to eat acid together. I guarantee after 24 hours, you'll never say again. Come spend some time with me. I'm going to just suck that out of your universe. Please stop saying You sound like you're not confident in what you're talking about. Everybody, when you're talking, is having thought process. But when you're transitioning from one thought to another, and you're saying that's what you're doing. You're like verbalizing what's happening in your mind. You don't need to do that. Be silent. Don't say That's it was driving me crazy yesterday. It's like, oh my god, please stop saying When you say all the time, you sound dumb. I mean, it's what are the middle two letters of dumb? So there we go.
Yeah.
I just wanted to throw that out there for all you.
A bit of advice from the Alpha Trading Crew.
Yeah, for all you public speakers out there, stop with the and the shoulda, woulda, coulda, all this stuff, man. Be confident in what you talk about. That's when I listen to somebody speak, I will immediately know if they believe what they're talking about. Right? You can tell immediately. There's a lot of people out there that are just lip service. That's all it is. And a lot of it coming from traditional TA too. I'm not gonna lie. The disease, man. The disease. What are you gonna do? Don't know. Yeah, this dollar. My God, this poor dollar. I mean, obviously, I want the thing to go down, right? We all do. It strengthens all the markets, but at some point we're gonna get a bounce here. Why do I say that? Man, this thing is just cooked. There's a lot of low time frame bull div, at least enough to get this thing back up to the 68.3 Laplace, right? I mean, we're talking 102.27. I mean, we're close right now, but yeah, right as I say, but. So what can we look at? Let me see here. I mean, there's nothing really. You know what I want to see? Let's go over here to gold. Gold spot. What is happening? Oh, makes sense. Makes sense. Every time gold gets up, or what's it doing? Well, look, you got the daily ranges below the weekly ranges. This is bearish, man. Gold looks bearish. Just looking at the VRE. I haven't even went back and where's the monthly? Let me see here. Where is gold's monthly range? We below it? No, can't be. Can't be. It's got to be down here somewhere. Come on. Boy, this thing won't move. Come on, man.
Still more 5%.
Where in the heck? There we go. Is that the top side of the monthly range for gold? No wonder this thing's in the dirt, not moving. Wait a minute, man. No, how can this be so low? Okay, this is silly. Let's scale this down real tight. Now, there it is. That is the monthly range. So there's the top side of the monthly, center of the monthly. Now, there's the first resistance level of the monthly. Where's the second resistance level? Boom, up here, above 2K, and there, 2077 is the top side. Okay, that makes more sense. But what's happening right now? Look at this tight weekly range, man. This thing can't get by it. But look at the tight daily.
Literally nailed the top, bounced down, came to the bottom of the daily range, and bounced right back up.
Yeah. Amazing. And you got a tight daily, tight weekly. But yeah, just like Yasha just said, I mean, look at this, right? First you run up, almost get to the bottom of the weekly. Don't close a candle below the bottom of the daily. Pump up to the top of the weekly. Don't barely close a candle above the center of the weekly. Then pull back. Don't close a candle below the bottom of the daily, right? We're not drawing these lines on the chart every day. Do people realize these populate every day? These are volatility ranges. Are they credible? You tell me. Hell yeah, they're credible. That's why we use this. You throw Laplace and normal distribution levels on top of it. This indicator is powerful. I don't like to tell people I can probably trade this by itself. We're not going to do that though, because we want people to learn about returns, right? Especially the divergence. We want people to learn about the distribution, obviously. But you need to be able to read the volatility, man. It's very important for sustained moves. You need to understand whether or not the data set is in trend. These are important things. All right.
Yeah. Trends and random walks. That's all there is.
Yep.
Most of them.
That's all there is. Trends and random walks and all the buyers and sellers trying to freaking navigate their way through. Good luck.
I drew a diagonal line. It's supposed to support the thing. It's supposed to support the thing.
The thing.
And it fell. I don't know what to do.
Right? No, that's what happens. There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it, my friend. No doubt about it. Let's see here. Oh, I was going to read this. I already kind of talked about the, maybe we should real quick. Let's give this a quick, just so people understand exactly what's going on. So Bitcoin could see wild price swings heading into the weekend as options contracts worth billions of dollars tied to the cryptocurrency are set to expire on Friday. At press time, the quarterly expiry on dominant crypto options exchange Durabit, please Durabit, take me back, comprised 81,052 call options worth $2.24 billion and 60,261 put options worth $1.73 billion. According to data from Amber Data, Durabit, which accounts for almost 80% of the global crypto options activity, will settle the quarterly options at 0830 UTC on Friday on Durabit. One options contract represents one BTC. There is a massive quarterly options expiry tomorrow, said Dick Lowe. Hey, Dick Lowe, CEO and co-founder of TDX Strategies. The street is potentially short gamma on the top side. That plus thin liquidity could lead to big chops in both directions. Options are derivatives contracts that give the purchaser the right, but not the obligation, to buy or sell the underlying asset at a predetermined price on or before a specific date. Call options give the right to buy, puts the right to sell. Investors use options to hedge their positions in the spot or futures market against adverse price movements and speculate on future trends and valuations on volatility. That is fucking fake news. I cannot believe I just read that. That is so not correct. Futures are used to hedge options positions. Quit gaslighting unsuspected retail traders with this kind of nonsense. That is a crock of crap. Let's see. Continuing. On the other side of the transaction are dealers or market makers who provide liquidity to an order book by creating buy and sell orders. Market makers earn money from the spread between the bid and ask price and trade the underlying asset to keep their net exposure market neutral. This is what I was talking about. In like any options portfolio, this should be your goal, delta neutral. Selling, right? But you got it. You want your exposure market neutral. Their hedging activity often breeds volatility, especially in the lead up to major expiries like the one due on Friday. Bitcoin has rallied 23% this month, predominantly due to the U.S. banking crisis. Bullshit. Resulting reduction in Federal Reserve interest rate expectations. Bullshit. The rally spurred demand. That's news. That's BS. Demand for call options at higher strike prices, leaving market makers with a large negative or short gamma position on the top side. If P-Funk's listening right now, he's going, yeah, they're effed. Being short gamma on the top side means holding a sell position in call options, which offer holders protection against price rallies. If Bitcoin were to extend gains ahead of the weekend, market makers will be forced to hedge their short gamma exposure by purchasing the cryptocurrency in the spot or futures market. That in turn could bring more upside volatility. So go back to your previous comment there, dork, where you literally just said that options are used to hedge futures. And now right here you say the exact opposite. People are reading. I'll scratch my head and move along. Due to Bitcoin's price rally caused by the banking crisis. There's so much, maybe I shouldn't be reading this. There's a lot of bull BS in here. A large amount of negative gamma was in the hands of market makers, said Griffin Ardern, a volatility trader from crypto asset management firm Blowfin. There is a lot of negative gamma. It strikes 28K and 29K, which means the upward price movement will push market makers to buy. Buy what? Futures. Well, but you just said earlier that options are used to hedge futures. You don't buy futures to hedge options. You see what I'm saying? How they twist shit, right? How they will try to manipulate people. But then they just contradict themselves throughout probably this whole article. It's ridiculous. I don't even know why I'm reading it, except I wanted to explain what's happening. When the gamma is the most... What's that?
It's the misinformation game.
Sure is,
That's
man.
what they do, man.
Sure
They're
is.
absolutely misinformed.
Misinform. That's their game. All right. When the gamma is the most negative and the price rises, falls by 1%, market makers have to buy, sell about 50 million worth of BTC spots or futures to hedge their exposure. Should I go back and read what he said in the first article? And now the new paragraphs here are contradicting exactly what he said. It's just a riot, man. And they get away with it.
That's why we don't. It's a perfect example, right?
Yeah.
You pulled out really a perfect example. This is why we don't trade the NFTs.
Yeah.
It's just goofy. It's all it will do. But it's always the same thing. News. If you don't read any news, you're underinformed. If you read only news, you're misinformed. The trick is to be able to parse between the nonsense and see what's actually real, and not try to trade it anyway. Because by the time you see it in the news, it's already old information, and it's not going to help you catch a trade.
Right. Exactly. And I want to, we'll thank Market Insiders here, the Insider, for this lovely gaslighting article here. Okay. Let me see here. Bitcoin rose past 29K early Thursday, only to fall back quickly to 28.3 in a two-way move reminiscent of the volatile bull market days of early 2021. The gamma squeeze by market makers likely caused the pop and drop, according to Ardern. Oh, is that what happened? Sure, that's what it was. The impact of market makers hedging could be more pronounced than ever, thanks to worsening liquidity conditions. Liquidity, as measured by the 2% market depth, slipped to 10-month lows early this month, making it hard for traders to execute large deals without causing price movements. Does that make sense? At press time, Bitcoin changed hands near 28,650, a 1% gain on the day. Well, thanks for that article. The guy contradicted himself. Literally, I know MJ just popped in. So this guy literally at the beginning of the article said options are used to hedge futures and spot positions. Then you skip down a few more paragraphs and literally 5 more times said the exact opposite. That these options traders are going to be buying or selling futures to hedge their options position. These people are ridiculous. And there goes the dollar popping on the bull div, right? Right? There goes the dollar popping on the bull div on the 15. See what's happening on the 33. Yeah, right when it crosses zero mean. Now, was there, but there was no div. I mean, weak, right? From the top over here. Weak bull. Yeah, it popped right off the volatility band too. But now on the 33, you got all the fishers up. 15-minute, all the fishers are up. Let me see if the 45, how many have flipped? Any? Going to be close. Maybe one. Maybe the low length. What, did you know I wanted you fish? And then it doesn't load? The fish are always loads. You got to love it. Let me go to the 90-minute. All the fishers are one popped on the 45. So maybe, or on the 90. So maybe on the 45, 2 are popped. Yep. 2 are up. 2 are flat, getting ready to turn up. Yeah, this dollar might make a little turnaround here. Let me see what's happening. It popped up to, that is the second. So here's the first support level from the daily volatility range, right? The daily has 4 levels to the bottom, 4 levels to the top. Weekly and monthly only have 3. So, and here was the third right here. Here's a monthly support level, right? Monthly support level right here. So let's see. And the dollar's kicking up from it. All right. Now, does it make it way? If this thing makes its way back up to the daily range, you'll see all these assets. You'll see everything come back down to their dailies for sure. Right. You had Lyft on a little move this morning. Southwest Airlines a little move this morning. Yeah, everything probably pulled back. You can see nothing gapped up through the daily ranges. Were they close enough? Yeah, they were. But with how weak that dollar was looking and that low time bear div or bull div, this makes sense, right? See a little pullback. See the dollar try, maybe get up to this first, because these support levels turn resistance, right? You get below them. You can see right here, you drop down, boom, whoop, you reject right off of it, right through the next one. You bounce off the monthly support level. Here you go. Now you're making a run. 68.3, you're going to see a little something right here, right? You don't just wheeze your way back into the 68.3 Laplace distribution range, right? There's going to be a little battle right here. You get up into it though, 102.4, maybe top today, bottom side of the daily, because this thing just got nothing going for it. Very weak little dollar. Incredible. Okay. But now, let me see. So let me take a peek at this real quick. Yeah, and you can see right now, man, that dollar up here on the weekly for the dollar, it is definitely setting up some hidden. But the down move, positively correlated. As you're seeing. You actually filled that wick from the previous candle too. Predictor flip. Right? Predictor flip to the downside after this little quick move up. After that little quick move up. Damn. And there was the bull div right here with the bounce on the zero mean. All right, boom. That's why we love the returns oscillator. Right? You're not going to see this kind of stuff on the RSI, let alone have a zero mean and understand the significance of that. People slowly but surely in alpha trading, you get it after a while. People come in the chat, hey, I finally get it. It's like, hey, man, it just takes a while. You can go back through every one of these moves. When there is divergence, that move pops either when you're bouncing or rejecting off the zero mean, or when the returns oscillator is crossing the zero mean. Look right where it crosses, right at the top. Down, down, down. Last 3 5-day candles. Good. Yeah, back we were at the RMLRs. So that is the 5-day. I want the daily. Let's go to the daily. I'm gonna have to expand this a little bit.
Yeah, like woohoo. Yeah. On the 30.
Mm-hmm.
On 30 popping.
Wow. So let me see here real quick. First, where are we on the deviation bands? You're right in the middle, obviously, right? You're right at the RMLR. Right? So you're not going to be at any of the deviation bands. You got the 33 up here at the third standard deviation. Yeah. What's more likely? Probably first standard deviation band to the downside, and that's at 101.5. Today, don't know at all whether that's going to do that today or not. I mean, there's a lot of that bull div on the low time frame. So let me see here. Where are we on the 4-hour? Yeah, let me turn off the future projection, man. There we go. 102.6 is the 33 power mean. You can see on the 4-hour candle, the dollar, right? Tap that 1SD. You can see it right here. Boom. There it is. There's the wick right to it. Okay, so pulled back up. So you hit the first standard deviation, you pull back up. You're almost back up. You're literally, I mean, look how close you are to getting back up above that RMLR. You're really close, man. Really close. It's trying right now. Where's the 30 at? 30 length. Ooh. Okay. You're literally, so did it go down the 1SD? Yeah, but where'd the wick really go? The 30 length RMLR. So you broke through the 11, bounced on the 30. Even more reason to see this thing probably pulling up here, man. Probably pulling up. Going to where? Hell, this 4-hour this 4-hour close, and you get this new. Let's see where this one closes. But I wouldn't be a bit surprised. See that next 4-hour candle pop. What's this 4-hour on Dixie look like again? Let's really take a peek at this thing. You're having the outlier to the downside. Fuck. I mean, from this data set, yeah, it's not setting up, and it's not gonna because you're almost at the bottom of that data set. There's no way this returns oscillator. You know, you see, you still got too much room to move. All the fishers are down, so there's not gonna be any bull div setting up. This is all gonna be low time frame stuff. All gonna be low time frame stuff. Let me see. Bam. Yeah, sure. We should do a seminar on the it's kind of like it's almost like the maybe they just want to we can together too.
Oh, yeah. Yes,
that could be it. Maybe they're just getting the confused with the although I'll tell you what, there's a really good thing. I don't sing in the shower, but I go through the vowels. I'll tell you what, you'd be amazed how you feel. Just freaking tone the vowels. It'll blow your mind, right? A, I, O, U. And dude, you will feel power surge. Boy, this Bilbo guy, man, he's all over the place. You're going to get it all here at Alpha Trading, baby. Health and wellness, data sets, you can name it. All right, we got some new people in the chat. Love it. We got Black God, and right below him we got the Django Spooks. You guys are killing me right now. Where's Black? Yeah, exactly, right, brother? Gotta love it. Oh shit, where are we now? So yeah, 4 hour. Having this outlier. I mean, I was looking for any reason on this 4 hour for this thing to want to be pumping. I mean, guys, look at the correlation breaks. You don't see this very often. The dollar is just having an issue. You usually don't see breaks of correlation like this on the top side or bottom side. That's usually a nice flow, right? Gives you a chance. This is erratic as hell. Look at the volatility. How do you read this? Guys, you don't. It's almost impossible. That's why you need to be down on low time frames. Because this 4 hour, it's a train wreck. A lot of indecision. This dollar has no clue what it's doing right now. No freaking clue, which is okay. When has it ever? When has it ever? Let's take a peek at the 90 then. Oh, you know what? Had the UPM off. There we go. Look at the dollar, right? You get outside the power mean band. Now, this is no wonder. You get outside the power mean band like this. Right? Boom. What happened? What happened immediately? You just ran up a wick right to the reverse wave trend. Right to it. Then a pullback, right? You get outside the power mean band again. Then it gets caught up in between the 9 and the 33 length log moving average. Now we're outside the power mean band again. This is not sustainable. Can you write it down? Yes. Right? Can you write it down? Can you dump outside the power mean band, come up, check up on these log MAs? This is why I have this set up like this. Because if you're dropping outside the power mean band, I'm looking, where are the log MAs, right? Where is the reverse wave trend? This is a no man's land right here. So bottom side, 102.56, 102.6. It's that area again that we've been talking about. Look where it's at. Where was it? It's right here at this resistance level, right? A little bit up above it. Hell, bottom side of the daily. Bottom side of the daily is where the reverse wave trend is on the 4 hour. Imagine that. So does this thing pull up, right? Does it bust through the top side of the power mean band? It's weak right now. It's going to take a lot of volatility. This is another thing you got to understand about the power mean band. What is this telling you? All these power means, these are means of log returns, man. Right? This is going to encapsulate price action a lot of the time. And when you get outside these power mean bands, this is when your radar should be going off, right? You should be, okay, what's going to happen here? Right? Are we outside to the top? Right? Are we outside to the top? Are we going to come back and check up? This was a volatile move to bust outside these power means through the fissure. So powerful, but look where it pulls back up to, right? That is the 99 length log MA. Rejects from there. Had enough. Look at this one 4 hour candle. After it gets back up inside the power mean band, opens up a new candle above the 9 length log MA and rocket ships 1 4 hour candle right to the reverse wave trend. You think this was a volatile move then to push outside the top side? Look where you got a wick to. Right to the reverse fissure. Now, these are special lengths we set up too. That's why you see all this stuff hitting. A lot of work went into this. Unfortunately, the guy that really put in a lot of work to get these lengths, haven't heard from him in a long time. Kind of backed the wrong camp, if we all remember correctly, along with our chicken chaser down in Panama. I love Fur Primal. Me and MJ were talking about him yesterday. What the hell goes through people's minds? All you had to do is come with us to the new camp. He would have been one of the founders, right? Probably. And had these indicators. Instead, he's just, oh my God. He backed a failing venture, man. They're nothing right now. Unfortunately, it's too bad. It's too bad the camps. That's why we say every day, guys, if you ever see anybody else out there on YouTube, you see any videos of people teaching this type of stuff, let us know, right? Because we want to collab with them. We don't see these other groups as competition. We're all trying to let retail traders in on the secret, right? This is the way the big algos trade. Straight up. The VEPS, volatility.
2 years we've been looking for other people doing anything similar.
Yeah.
They ain't out there.
They ain't out there. No, sir. Let's go to the 33. This thing's way outside the power mean band. This will be a party. Let's see where we're heading to. You can see the entropy trend turning up here. Well, it did here too. At some point, this trend to the downside will be over. Come on. And that's when you see the entropy firing blue, the data set is trending, right? If it's pink, you're in a random walk. Man, this is not sustainable. Glad I looked at this. So you got the bottom side of the power mean band, which every 33-minute candle close is probably dropping at least 0.1. But right now, this thing's up here at 102.4. Now remember, bottom side of that daily range is at 102.6. How much you want to bet it's at reverse wave trend? 102.53, getting close. Yeah, this is we all know what happens. So get ready. Get ready. Can it continue to drop? Yeah, but dude, this is a no man's land. This data set is looking for some sort of resemblance of being attached to something. I mean, it is just falling out of favor, right? So either this thing's going to go sideways until this power mean band catches up and could reject and continue down, which we all want to see, the weak dollar, right? If you're trading these assets, the dollar's strong, risky assets are going to dump. We all know this. But when it shows weakness, yeah, these risk-on assets are going to pump, man. They are going to pump. There's no doubt about it. But it is struggling right now. It really is. Coming into the monthly close, there's no doubt. There is no doubt. But the fact that the only thing this thing's going to be setting up, like above 15 minute, is hidden bear. This thing's got on the struggle bus. It's got a helmet on. It's licked every window on the 66 passenger bus. It's crying. It's inside beating, scratching on the windows. Let me out. Where's my bus stop?
Dollar hit just what was that? The monthly S1, right? 102.
Yep.
Something like that.
Yep, right there. And the 1SD and the weekly support level too. It's all right here. The chances of the dollar getting below this area are pretty slim. Pretty freaking slim. I think this is just this is holding back here for a sec. I mean, I cannot see this thing drop below here right now. Now, I'm not saying it can. I'm just saying I don't see it happening. The probability that's in my mind is this thing is either going to go sideways here, right? Or it's going to pump back up to this daily range, right? It's getting people. This is the thing. And what time is it? 10:23. I mean, like today, I got into a position, but usually I wait. I wait for about an hour, right? I let the opening cool off a little bit. I like to see where the data sets are compared to where the daily volatility ranges are. There's a lot of things that goes into this. But like we get people that come in all the time. Hello, what a Syrah, whoever you are. Good to have you here, my friend. Good to have you here. But yeah, you're going to want to know where these daily ranges are. And considering that low time frame bull div between log returns and price action, man, it's almost a no-brainer. And we're coming in. Like I said, A lot of people are cooling off, waiting, right? Everybody wants to see what's going to happen. Dude, this could be baked in on this options close. That could be the reason why. These bulls hammered the bears, hammered them. And the point, and what was it? The put call ratio is was it 0.74? It's bullish, right? And so what happened? The data set pushed all the way to 29K. Now, that article I just read, you're going to hear all kinds of nonsense of why this pulled back. We know why, right? Tell us why it bounced right here. People are just, they don't understand volatility ranges. They damn sure, the people writing those articles, they damn sure don't even know, guarantee you don't even know what a Laplace distribution is, right? They've been so hammered into their own little echo chamber, they probably don't even remember what the normal distribution, the bell curve of normal distribution is. It's sad, but these are why, right? And so the bulls push BTC up to the top of the monthly volatility range. That is the top resistance level of the monthly volatility range. BTC, very high probability it does not close by at least, to put it this way, this would be funny because those options expire at 0830 tomorrow morning. Have those options close and Bitcoin just rip. But because you got the top side of this volatility range, I'm thinking right now that this move everybody's waiting for to see if these options, see if these bears buy futures, right, or buy spot to cover their bad puts they're in right now. There's a lot of bears out there, but you could see the skew. It was for the calls big time. That's why the ratio is 0.74. I think it's baked in, to be honest. I do think it's baked in. Really, really do. I don't think we're going to see a big volatile move. Now, that being said, can it happen? Of course it can happen. Of course it can happen, but I just don't see it. I think it was baked in, and that's what happened yesterday, right? The bulls are going to try to push outside the top side of the monthly. Bears are like, no, look, we're already wrecked. We're not going to let you, we're not going to let you totally destroy us. So that's what we got going on. I think that was all the buying. That was why we ran to 29K. It was all those option bears hedging their positions, right? But you got to be getting the right information, because as I read that article, you could see the guy just contradicting himself. In the beginning, when he's got everybody's attention, how many people even made it through that article? People don't like to read, right? You'll read the first couple paragraphs. Okay, now I know. But you got to realize one of the first paragraphs, he's like, well, options are used to hedge spot and futures positions. Then you skip down a couple more paragraphs, and the following 3 paragraphs is the same guy saying that these options traders will be buying futures or spot to hedge their options positions. You see how they do that? I mean, it's just unreal. So they gaslight these traders in the beginning, right? They'll gaslight them in the beginning because they know people don't like to read, and tell them the exact opposite. And then as the article moves down through, then you get the truth. It's so sick. It really is. I mean, that article is just gross. I should have pre-read it, and I probably wouldn't have never pulled it up to begin with. But that's what you get, man. That's what you get. So now here we are. Everything just kind of chilling right now, obviously. And in my opinion, the bulls are in charge of all these markets. Well, you got the news. What are they doing? Right? It's the echo chamber. They're trying to get everybody scared shitless. Scared money doesn't make money. Scared money doesn't make money. And as I'm saying that, don't swing trade volatility. This is what they want. They want people getting in positions and going on with their normal day lives. They don't want people monitoring their trades. They want people getting into a bad position, putting a stop loss in the system, and just letting it fly, right? We're going to swing trade this thing. I'm going to die on this hill. That's pretty much what they say. And they get wrecked. They get wrecked like 90% of the time, man. You can't do that. Real traders, professional traders, you're at your workstation, right? You're trading the open in the markets, right? You're getting your entries on the 3 and the 6 minute, maybe even the 1 minute. You are trading these low time frames, and you are taking your profits. You're limiting your losses. You're monitoring your position. You have a stop loss in your head. It's not in the system. You guys, We've been talking for years about how these crypto exchanges are trading against their customers. Dude, now it's a known fact. I already knew it was a fact. You can tell. Why do you think all these traders get wicked out all the times with their stop losses? Because all these retailers pile them all up together in the same areas. Why do they do that? Because they're watching the same jackasses teach them risk management. The same YouTube knuckleheads are out there teaching retail traders risk management strategies that is literally doing nothing more. Think about it. If this was poker, they are teaching people to literally just have their whole cards up so the whole table can see them. It's a joke, man. Stop putting take profits and stop losses in these crypto exchanges. And if you think the crypto exchanges are bad, you guys, we talk about it all the time. Where are all the real criminals at? They're on Wall Street, right? They're on Wall Street. They're in DC. You don't think those exchanges are trading against people? You guys, there's way more criminality in the traditional markets than there is in crypto. That's what the powers that be want to gaslight people about, that crypto's bad. Why do they keep saying that? They want the price to go down so they can load their bags. Do we know the US government right now holds more Bitcoin than MicroStrategy and Tesla put together? They're like one of the biggest holders. It's insane. So they are stacking their bags, right? Or to put it this way, how did the US government get their Bitcoin? Stealing it. Oh no, they were taking down drug dealers and blah, 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 blah. You guys, they stole all the Bitcoin they have. Pretty much, with Uncle Sam's long arm of the law, right? It's pretty long. It goes worldwide. You can't hide. Can't hide. Look, they just picked up old Luna Boy, right? And where? Montenegro? Dudes were fucking just trying to be a ghost. They fucking found him in Montenegro and locked him up. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Saron's right. Quit telling the truth, Bilbo. They're going to shut you down.
Listen, plenty of channels get shadow banned. We're just one of them. Right?
Trading View, though.
When you speak truth to power, you run that risk, and that's all right. We run that risk. We don't mind.
Oh, nice. We've got a nice little question.
I'd rather speak truth to power than suck up and lie to people.
We got Persifying in the chat asking, how do you analyze markets with that layout? Number one, I got three main charts. I got this chart that's got, so on the left side of my chart here, what are we looking at? We're looking at a Z-score of log returns, right? We're looking at one of the purest forms of volatility in an indicator you can get. This is the coefficient of variation, right? It is pure variance. What is variance? Variance is a spread of data around the mean of log returns, right? That's what this is all about. Everything you see here is built on log returns. Why is that? Because these data sets, I don't care what you're trading, wheat futures, SPY, the dollar index, Bitcoin, for God's sakes, Pokemon cards, right? It's all going to be following the returns. Data sets follow log returns. That's why if you're using traditional TA indicators, you are using lagging indicators. All the time, people hear about how indicators lag, but do you know why they lag? Nobody talks about that. They lag because price action isn't following indicators that are built on price action. Price action follows returns. Okay, so when you've got variance, when you've got data spreading from the mean, you're going to want to know, is that volatility? Is that variance? Is that data that's spreading from the mean of log returns? Is it positively or negatively correlated to the data set? And when it is negatively correlated to the data set, price action moves down, right? When it's positively correlated to the data set, price action moves up, right? And then we use variance for that reason. In variance in its natural state, it's just moving around, spreading data. You're going to see a white line. The inner line will be white. As soon as that inner line turns pink, right, it's telling you, or whatever color scheme you're using. But for me, when this turns pink, it's literally telling you there is a fat tail event. There is an outlier in progress. And a fat tail event within the distribution is a second standard deviation move or 95.4% Laplace distribution move in progress. Did that happen right here? Yes. Here, let me show you why. Show you why. So here's where you had the outlier to the downside. So now you pull up one of our projection bosses. Give me a second here. I got to blow this up. There we go, PB2. And here was the outlier. Whoa, let me get up on a daily and pull this thing forward a bit. Let's see here. What is this right here? This is literally a projection of a Laplace distribution, right? You can do this with the bell curve and normal distribution too, but yeah, this is what it is for now. We're using Laplace distribution. I'm going to move all the way up to the current daily candle. What time frame was that on that I was just looking at on the dollar? Shit, wasn't that on the, hold on here. Was it the 4 hour? Give me a sec. Where was that outlier? Damn it. What time frame was that, ladies and gents? Let me go back here. God, I just got lost. Was it the low? Was I looking at the low? Yep, there it is right here on the 33 minute. Okay, so now I'm going to pull back to where? Right where we were having that little outlier. Whoops, I went one too far. Hold on here. Let me scoot this up. There we go. Bam, there's the outlier. Now, did it have a 95.4% Laplace distribution move? Yes. Yes, that's right here. It had a massive fat tail event. It shot outside the 99.7 Laplace distribution range. And then to really encapsulate price action, right, you've got the 0.9999 percentile level way out here. And you're usually not going to see any data sets close a candle outside there. Do you know what it took right here to have this 33-minute candle close outside this 99.7 Laplace? There was literally a 0.03% chance that was going to happen. And as soon as it did, why did it mean revert? There was a 68.3% chance this data set was coming back into this area. There was a 95.4% chance you were going to retain, you were going to get back above the 95.4 level, right? And this works the same with normal distribution. The thing with Laplace distribution, there are no standard deviation levels. It's just probability percentage levels. But at the same time, the first standard deviation on normal distribution is 68.3 distribution level. Here's the 68.3 Laplace distribution level. And if you look at those two distributions, you'll see why it's so much tighter on Laplace distribution. Maybe Yasha can throw that in the chat. It's pretty cool. But that's what the variance shows you. Now let's get back. He was asking, how do you analyze the markets? Well, I'm getting at it, right? Let me turn off this PB. Where are you, son? Get off there. There we go. So, okay, we got the Z-score, variance. Now we've got a returns oscillator, and we've got our Fisher indicator that you can put 4 different plots, different lengths of Fishers on here in the DLP. So these 3 indicators and the Z-score, I'm using nothing more than being able to recognize the divergence between price action and returns. When you have a data set that is following the returns, why in God's name are people using lagging indicators like RSI, MACD, or Stoke for divergence? It makes 0 sense. Price action isn't following that. Price action's following the returns. You need things built on the returns, right? That's what you need. And that's why everything on this side except variance I use for divergence. And depending on how many of these indicators is showing that div, is going to give me the probabilities in my head of that playing out. And then the returns oscillator is going to be the cap. Because when you get a div move, that move is going to go into full effect when the returns oscillator crosses the 0 mean of the log returns right here. That's when you get the moves on div plays. Now, was there any bull div down here on the 33? No, absolutely not. First time frame was a 15-minute. It was setting up some bull div, right? Had a little rejection here, right? But right as soon as you bounce off the 0 mean, you're getting this little up move. But I'm telling you right now, man, the dollar is hurting. It is weak right now, big time. And actually, it looks like even on the low time frame, coming out of trend, right? Entropy right here. This is going to tell you whether or not the data set's in trend or not. Nah, it's not over the top. Traditional TA is over the top, my friend. You don't, the only reason why I'm showing all this, we just want people to see the type of indicators we have, right? Is this hard to learn at the beginning? Yeah, at the beginning it is. But this is what the question I ask. right? So do you want to understand how these high frequency trading firm algorithms are trading? If you don't have to look far, we're trying to tell people right now. Look, these algos are not using traditional TA. I don't care what anybody says out there. It's not happening, right? I mean, give me a break, man. Quants. Do you not think these people are using math? That's all they're using is probabilities, right? Volatility ranges, distribution levels, variance. These algos are smart. Why do you think retail traders get wrecked all the time? Because they're always on the other side of the algos. This is what we're trying to help people with. We're trying to get people to understand you need to be on the right side of the algos. And if you're trying to swing trade anything up here 4 hour or above, good luck. That's what they count on. That's what they count on is retailers swing trading volatility when the algos are down here on the 3-minute, the 1-minute, the 30-second charts running the distribution and wrecking people. Yep, pretty much, Sayron. Pretty much. Everybody wants to be a professional trader, but nobody wants to pay for the real tools.
Versifying. You wrote there limited flexibility. You quoted Laplace distribution as a simple probability distribution that is only characterized by two parameters, its mean and its scale parameter. This means it may not be flexible enough to capture more complex market behaviors or to fit certain data sets well.
What'd you do? Right, just
I challenge you.
Copy paste that from
something? I challenge you then to take our free trial for 2 weeks, check it out, and look at charts and see just how inaccurate or accurate our Laplace distribution tools are. They are incredibly accurate, and it's not an accident that all the HFT firms have been using them, the ones that are leading edge ones, increasingly for the past couple of years. They also use normal distribution, which we use as well. But we use Laplace distribution increasingly because, well, the HFT firms use them increasingly because they are actually very good capturing market behavior. And on top of that, we have an entropy indicator tool set, which in addition to looking at normal volatility, we look at entropy because entropy, which is even more cutting edge, frankly, and most HFT firms don't even do that yet, really. That is an incredibly powerful complement to our tool set. We'll show you not only the volatility on the Laplace distribution side, everything else, but the entropy itself, whether or not we're in a trending move or a random walk, which is, again, that's what assets do. They are either most of the time in a random walk or in a trending move sometimes. And when they're in a trending move, we see it very clearly on our indicators. When they're in a random walk, we see it very clearly on our indicators. So that's why we do what we do.
Yeah, and let me add to this. It's like, so obviously, Versifying, let me know where you copy pasted that about limited flexibility. Let me explain something to you. Do you think these high frequency trading firms want retail traders to know how they're trading? Do you understand they are using Laplace distribution? That is straight gaslighting right there. Wherever you just copy pasted that, and here's a good example. You're not going to find anybody out there talking about this. They don't want people talking about the VEPS, volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. That's what they're using. They want this secret kept. So of course, that's what you're going to find, right? You're going to find that data sets, right, that it's not going to fit it well. Laplace distribution. It's exactly what Laplace distribution is for. That comment right there, wherever you copy pasted that from, that is such a gaslight right there. That is not true at all. But that's what they want you to think. That's what they want you to think. And why don't we publish trading view ideas? We're traders, man. A lot of us don't have time. But am I going to in the future? Yeah. You want me to publish some ideas? You keep watching us. You'll see. You'll see the genius of what we put together.
Ideas in these live streams. I got to tell you, man. Watch these live streams. There's a lot of good ideas.
What? So, yeah.
Do we have time to make posts and all that? No, we're all pretty busy, man.
Yeah, and we're right here every day, 5 days a week doing live streams. Why do we need to publish ideas? Every day we're explaining this idea. It's okay, man. Not everybody's going to get it, but that's okay. But hey, Think for yourself, man. Don't just copy paste something and throw it in the chat like you know what you're talking about, because apparently you don't, my friend. But hey, we welcome everybody. We're trying to help retail traders, right? So, I mean, I've never, let me see here. Yeah, it's all good though. Appreciate your comments.
I mean, I know some people like to read stuff, like ideas and stuff, or whatever. So, and I know I published at least a couple, but I'll be happy to publish some more over time. It's just recently been super busy, and the last couple of years been real busy just trading, man. But like,
I mean, we're trader. We're
tools, doing streams. Like, it's a lot of time, so we don't really.
Yeah, most of these people putting out videos and publishing ideas and stuff, they're not even real traders, man. They're not even real traders. When you found alpha trading, this is what we do, right? We trade. We don't have time to like talk people into this. This is why we live stream 5 days a week, right? Either you see this or you don't see it, right? And we'll tell you right now, we could care less if you believe anything we're talking about here. We could care less if you join our Discord. We could care less if you come get our free trial. Look, retail traders out there, they're liquidity for us. You are on the other side of our trades. If you're using traditional TA, you are on the other side of the algos. Hence, you're on the other side of us, because we trade with the algorithms, period. We've created this system to be able to identify what the high frequency trading firms are doing. So there you go. A lot of people are going to discredit this because they're going to go online and they're not going to find anybody teaching this stuff. Well, of course you're not. They put a cap on this, man. They don't want people to know about the distribution. They don't want people to know about entropy, probabilities, statistics. They just straight up don't want people, retail traders, trading like this, right? Retail traders are the dumb money. Right? There's smart money and there's dumb money. And these algos look at retailers and are just gobble, 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 gobble. Most retail traders never see realized returns. Never. Number one, they never take their profit. They don't know how to limit their losses, right? They're just going to randomly swing trade volatility, throwing stop losses in the system, take profits in the system. You're literally trying to become a professional trader by what? Showing your whole cards? You guys are really confused. Yeah, this stuff gets me aped up a little bit because people have been gaslighted so long and they're in this echo chamber about traditional TA and they're just not getting it. They're using you, right? But look, when you're in a cult, you can't tell somebody they're in a cult when they're in the cult. They have to lose enough money and get wrecked before they're like, there's got to be a better way. Here it is. This is the better way, right? And for the amount we charge after the free trial, people are like, oh, these guys are just, go anywhere you want. Go to YouTube. Look at our descriptions. We don't have any links. We're not scammers like all these other YouTubers. They're all scammers. They're all trying to make money off of their followers. Selling this, selling that.
Links all points to our own stuff.
On-ramping people, unsuspected retail traders just starting, on-ramping them onto leveraged exchanges. You realize how much poison that is? Leverage is poison. Leverage is to be used in non-volatile markets like Forex, commodities, things like that. But these days, dude, everything's volatile. God, go look at wheat futures. You want to see some volatility? It used to be no volatility in those markets. It's all over now. It's all over. Why? These algos are running shit, man. They are running the distribution and wrecking people. That's what they're doing, using the VEPS. Volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics. The end. We're not going to try to talk anybody into this. If you don't like what you see, hey, like what we like to say, you just came in through the door. You know where it's at? Don't let it hit you in the ass because we don't care. We really don't. Why all these other YouTubers are full of links, blowing smoke up your ass, telling you how much they care about you. They don't give a shit. They could care less about their followers. You are their liquidity. All these big YouTubers out there, these guys aren't traders. They do not trade the markets. They are lying. You know how they make money? By you buying their stupid TA programs, by you buying their stupid lagging TA indicators, right? By using their links to load up onto leveraged exchanges. Do you understand how much these exchanges are paying these YouTubers to on-ramp these unsuspected traders onto their platform? Right? And then they just get wrecked. Very, very low amount of retail traders ever realize returns and see that in their bank account. They just don't. It's nonstop deposits. That's all they do. Where it's exactly the opposite when you're trading with the algos. Withdrawals. All right. So now that I gave the speech that we could really care less if you see it or if you don't. But we got plenty of people in the Discord, market makers, smart freaking people. Who else gets this? Who else? Yeah. Who else gets this? The link to the, here, I'll do it right now. To the stream. Wait a minute. What the heck? There we go. Copy paste this baby over here. Oh, he said trading view chart link. Are you talking about the stream? I mean the chart setup. Yeah, and he didn't isn't or you're getting the free. I'm gonna tell you what, I'm gonna immediately after the stream, I gotta get him set up. And is where you're gonna see these charts once I get them set up. If you scroll up down through the Discord, you're gonna come to a category called Trading Strats and Tools. On the bottom, free trial charts. It's empty right now. It's not going to be probably in the next, the stream's about up. Probably going to be in there, hopefully in the next hour. I'll get the charts put up in there. Let's see. Let me go back up here now. Boom and boom. Yeah. I'll get that stuff for sure. Let me see here. With the rare orange. Cool. That being said, I didn't know what time it was. Oh my goodness. Time's got away from me. But yeah, we got sidetracked. It's probably one of the super fans. Kind of very similar. Very similar to what one of the super fans would say. Pretty right. It's all good though, man. Yeah, nice, Crypto Moses. Nice. Not at all. What do you mean bold claims? You just haven't watched us enough, my friend. Continue watching us, Persifying. You'll see that we got a very high hit rate. Very high. We don't brag about it. We're right all the time. Not some of the time. Not some of the time. We are right all of the time. You just, unfortunately, maybe this is the first time you've ever seen us, and you're just going to come in and start making bold claims when you have no idea what we even do, right? No idea. I mean, do you even know what this
is? That's totally okay. Like we expect skeptics because obviously, people have been very much brainwashed for the past many years with the retail trading kind of technical analysis voodoo nonsense. So we understand that what we're doing is cutting edge for most retail traders and beyond the scope of what is normally even discussed. I mean, find me a traditional TA trader that even mentions to you what means are, let alone returns or the standard deviation of returns, how those actually operate, or entropy. Like they don't even talk about that stuff. They talk about silly nonsense. Let's draw a line here, put a random squiggle there, use a Fibonacci there. It may look nice on a chart, but it's completely irrelevant to the actual probabilities of the current and next candles, and that's what we look at. So, you say that we don't have viable proof, but we definitely have very solid evidence that shows that our tools work remarkably well. We even have tools that look into the future, like the RMLR and our projection bosses, and they give extremely accurate reads on what is probable to happen on the current and next candle and the candles after that. And that's not by accident, it's by math.
We have plenty of viable information now.
The bold claims. Jump into our community. We'll be happy to explain it to you. Like seriously, we welcome all the skepticism. We really do. Be happy to explain it to you and show you the light, my friend.
P-Funk.
The bold claims don't mean that you're going to win every trade because we don't know how you trade. So,
Right.
I mean, and trading is about number of occurrences anyways. So, you're going to win some, you're going to lose some, but overall, if you're winning more than you're losing, then you win.
Exactly.
You probably already know, but.
P-Funk,
Yeah,
market
so jump on
maker.
Discord.
P-Funk can explain to everybody if we have viable information. Let me see here. Let this UPM load up. Another great indicator if you understand if you understand the mean of log returns. This is a power mean band. This isn't some stupid super guppy made up of worthless exponential and simple moving averages that lag behind price action. No, these are power means of the returns. Then we got a reverse wave trend, reverse Fisher, log return moving averages, right? Log return moving averages, which pretty incredible. You get outside the power mean band, you're going to come back and test up the Fisher or the wave trend every time. You're not data sets when they get outside the power mean band, the returns are going to mean revert. Just like right now in Bitcoin on the 4-hour, you're outside the power mean band. This thing, Bitcoin's either going to come back down here and check up on the wave trend at about 27.6, could bounce on the 9 log MA and the top of the power mean band. So you got a nice little range here between like 27.950 and about 27,670. Persifying, come back later in the day. Tell us about viable information. Let's see what happens today. Now, am I saying this is going to happen by the close today? Quite probably. You're going to have to see some strength in the dollar, though. Dollar weak as hell. Dollar down here by the first standard deviation normal distribution. Another great indicator here, right? The volatility range estimator. It's going to populate volatility ranges, whether it be daily, weekly, or monthly. And then we have overlaid on top of it daily and 4-hour Laplace and normal distribution levels, right? This right here, this is like an algo mirror. This is really going to help a lot. There's plenty of viable information here. You haven't watched us long enough. But maybe you're intrigued now. We'll see. Go up here a daily.
If you got booted from Discord for some weird reason, just rejoin the Discord. Use the URL. Sorry to interrupt you, Bilbo, but that's why I got kicked from Discord or something weird happened.
Yeah, and here's Sayron in the chat. He's like, how can people not tell it apart? TA scams are so obvious. I know, and people just don't get it, man. They're in the echo chamber. You're literally in the echo chamber. Have you not figured this out in life? Anything mainstream is usually bad for you. Straight up. Everything good isn't mainstream. Whether or not the powers that be are just trying to wreck everybody, which in my opinion they are. So, and look here on the daily. I mean, you literally just bounced off the power means. Bulls are in control. I mean, look, you've got the reverse wave trend down here at about 24.6, right? Down at almost the bottom side of the power mean band. This is the only way to get good ranges, right? When you're out there using traditional TA, and we don't care what people use, to be honest, please continue using traditional TA. We want a massive, massive pool of liquidity for us to be able to take our profits, right? And we never have a problem because we're trading low time frame volatility, right? We are scalping the low time frame volatility. Who else does that? The high frequency trading firm. Right? You think they are freaking swing trading data sets? If you do, you're confused. And this is what happens with a lot of people because they don't see anybody else, right? You're inside the cult. You don't see anybody else talking about volatility, entropy, probability, and statistics outside of options. You don't understand when you put together a system like this. This thing is great for options, but it is even better for scalping delta, right? Scalping delta volatility. Man, this is it. It doesn't get any better in our opinion. There's nothing out there to compare. Because why? There's nobody else out there making these indicators. There's nobody out there talking about this. Usually when people put together a system like this, you're a high frequency trading firm. You're going to start a hedge fund, right? This is powerful information. When you learn about the distribution and when you learn that all these firms, this is what they are doing, my God, man, time to wake up. Of course, you're not going to see it as viable information when you're in the cult. It's okay, though. We're here for you. We're here for you. Anybody that wants to learn this, we're here for you, right? We're not a scam. We're not charging people for the education. You get this free 2-week trial, you see value in it, and you start getting our indicators every month, which, by the way, is very, very, very inexpensive for what we have. You'll get it. You'll get it, man. You'll be in this Discord. You'll start to group up with everybody that's in here, and you'll realize the power of this. 100%, man. You will be getting the indicators at some point, and then you'll realize, oh my God, these people are so helpful. But wait, YouTube Jimmy's charging us. You have to buy his TA education program. Well, of course you do. You know why? Because that moron doesn't trade. He doesn't make money trading. He makes money off you. I can't believe that people can't see this. But this is the same thing with any aspect of life. There's so many sheep, man, that just cannot see the picture, can't see the real truth about what's happening in the world. Same thing with trading, man. Same thing with trading. It's hard.
Personifying. Yeah, about what you just said, what Bilbo just said, and what Filthy Snipes wrote to you. It's not that we don't know how to interlink TA along with price action.
This is definitely one of the super fans.
It's not that our indicators repaint. You are grossly miscomprehending the tools that we are using, probably because I don't know if you've ever seen what we do before, but our tools work remarkably well because math. Okay, the algorithms that trade millions of trades per second are running trades based on math. They're not running trades based on MACD or RSI.
Hey, Asha. Let's not feed the troll anymore. He's straight up trolling.
Right. No, I was just gonna say, like, we do stuff based on that. If you're serious about learning this stuff, we welcome all questions. We really do.
Right. Yeah, for sure. So, but yeah, you go back to your MACD.
You are a friendly bunch. You're welcome to come in and find out for yourself.
Donnie, creator of all things. Of course, Filthy comes in and says, beat it. I love it.
Yeah. Right.
My favorite person.
Yeah.
But yeah, good shit, man. Good shit. We don't have to prove ourselves. We have overtime again.
Yeah, and that TA works for you, Persifying. Good luck to you, man. Congratulations. If you're a winner with traditional TA, we're not going to tell you to stop, man. Keep at it.
Yeah, keep at it. Do what you do, brother.
Winner, and you enjoy losing, keep at it and enjoy it. We don't mind you being liquidity. That's fine.
All right. So what are we doing here? We're going to close up shop. That's what we're going to do. So like I said, tomorrow, 0830, 4 billion BTC options are expiring, right? What do I think all this movement was, right? We dipped down below 20K, right? When did it happen? March 10th. What did the bulls do? Bulls ran this thing top side. But what else was going on, right? Where did all the bearish options buyers realize they're about to get cucked and started buying futures? Started buying futures and spot to hedge their position for this quarterly options expiration. I think it's cooked in. Plus, you got BTC. Right here's the top of the volatility range resistance levels. So you're going to see all kinds of crap in the regular news about why this pump and dump happened right here. It's pretty simple. Your BTC is not going to close outside of this range. Very rarely, if it's ever happened, right? And so you get a dump down too. Where? Center of the daily range, right? Now look at the price action. But you're going to say that this little move right here, this is why we had this little dump and pump, because the options expiration. Are you kidding me? The thing only moved $500. I mean, come on, man. Wake up, people. This has been happening since probably the 10th when this pump started, right? First, the bulls were like, we're gonna stick it to these guys. Did they? Yeah. And then once it got outside the power mean band, right here, man, it ran. It ran hard right to the top of the monthly volatility range. Went sideways until the power mean band caught up, bounced off the 9 log MA and some of the higher length power means, and tried to get through the top of that monthly range. It's not happening, right? Tomorrow night, the monthly will close on Bitcoin, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. When that monthly close happens, look out. Look out. What do I think is going to happen? BTC is going to make a move to the top side. right? Let's go over here on the RMR before we close out real quick. Let me turn off. Let's turn off the 30 length. Let's go to the monthly. Shazam. Let me scale this down. Oh God, what is it? Oh, dollar. Let me get this back on BTC real quick, just to show this again. There's Coinbase, USD pair. Here's the 33 power mean right here. Is BTC on a crash course? Yep. 30. When we get this monthly close, it's going to rise to almost 34K. Am I looking for 34K first stop? Yep. Sure am. Let's see how that plays out, Persifying. This dude's a total troll. I'm done with him. He's definitely in here he definitely has an agenda, which is fine. It's all good. We got plenty of people that do see it. You know who really sees this? The poker players, market makers, people like that. People that really understand probabilities, man. So it's all good. We don't expect everybody.
Let me just address the last point he said. He doesn't see traders like this being interviewed. Okay, well, remember when there was that Six Sigma move a couple of years during that whole Corona fiasco thing, or when there was that short squeeze with AMC or whatever it was called, GameStop or something like that, and they shut down the markets, so wouldn't let people, take profits on their big trades. Go see what the CEO of Robinhood said, Vlad. Go see what he talked about. He talked about standard deviations. He talked about Six Sigma move. Guess what? I posted about that. I wrote my own piece about that. So talking about posts, that's actually something I did write about. So yeah, you do see actually people at the top of the game talking about Sigma moves because they know that's what matters. Do they go into great detail about it? No. Why? Gee, wonder why? Because they don't want retail traders to use that stuff.
Exactly, man.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Some people just don't get it. And this guy's definitely has an agenda. These aren't even legit questions. You're just trolling the chat, making sure anybody that's going to read this is going to see this in the chat. It's all good, man. It's all good. We only want, the people we really attract? Very intelligent people, right? That definitely see it, that understand probabilities, right? Understand statistics. But it's okay. The more the merrier, right? We save one retail trader at a time. Okay, guys, let's wrap this up. Let me check one more time on the VREs over here. Looked like the dollar was starting to bounce on that bull div. Yeah, a little bit. Low time frame. All right, anything above 15 minute, there was no bull div building on the dollar. So this is going to be quick set. Probably bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. If it does get by here, right? Now, this 4-hour candle that just populated, let me see. Where's the first SD? Damn, is that the second? They have two. The third standard deviation on this 4-hour candle is right at the top of the daily volatility range. First standard deviation lining up perfect, right, with the daily bottom side of the 68.3 Laplace. So what do I see happening right here? Dollar probably going to come up to about 102.28 right here, looking probably for a rejection. Might give some data sets a chance to come down, test their daily ranges. Everything gapped up today. Didn't gap up through the daily range though, right? So inevitably, these are probably going to get tested before the end of the day. If not, hey, all the power to it. Was it close enough to not have to literally come down and test? Yes, you're within probably 0.25% right here, and that's what you look for. When you get these gap ups in data sets, you want to know, did it gap up through the new daily range, right? Did it close above it? Did it close below it? All that info right there, very important. But right now, dollar's going to pump off of this bull div on the low time frames. Not a lot though, like I said. Maybe max tries to send a wick through this first support level on the daily range that does become strong resistance. So maybe you get a wick through and test the second standard deviation. But right below it, you got the 95.4 Laplace distribution range right here. So 102. So you got a nice little range here in between like the bottom of the 68.3 Laplace, 0.28 and maybe 2 SD up here at 102.46. Not too big of a range, but that's what I'm looking for, somewhere in that area before the dollar rejects again. Let me see. Anything else I need to... Let me just run through these assets real quick. Make sure we don't have any outliers happening so we can show Genius in the chat an outlier. Let me see here. I'm not going to dabble into Chinese stocks. What do we got? Nothing. I mean, coming into the monthly close, it's a no-brainer. No-brainer. Everything's in chill mode right now. Of course, Schwab's down 4%. What are some commodities? What are these futures doing down here? Yeah, wheat pulling back again. Rice pulling back. Bonds look healthy. All right. Good stuff. Yeah, let's like I said, the monthly close is going to happen tomorrow night. We usually don't do streams on Saturday and Sunday. You bet there's going to be one coming on Saturday. I'm not going to let this thing sizzle all weekend without me getting in on it. So Saturday, probably around the same time, we'll do a live stream, talk about the monthly opening, look at BTC, see what's going to happen, right? I already know, but yeah, it's all good. So I want to thank everybody watching live in the Discord. Had a nice big group today. If you're watching on Twitch, if you're watching on YouTube, we appreciate you. If you're watching in TradingView, hit the rocket icon, right? Help this information get out to the rest of the traders that are in the TA call, right? The traditional TA call. We're trying to save one at a time, and that's going to happen with your help, right? We can only do so much. Like we said, we are busy. We are busy. One of the main reasons why we don't do a lot of ideas on TradingView. So, one more check. What? Oh my God. Yeah, dude, you are clueless now. Returns is volume and price. Jesus criminy. Okay, full on troll now, bud. You just don't even have a clue what you're talking about. On that note, hey, wherever you live at on this big, beautiful blue marble, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. Alpha Trading will see you tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Remember, an hour, let me see here, half hour before that, or no, an hour before the market open, those BTC options expire. Look for some volatility when those expire. How much? Not a lot on Bitcoin. You're not going to get above probably 29K until you have that close tomorrow night. So yeah, be paying attention. And then Saturday morning, we'll do another stream to evaluate the new monthly close. But yeah, everybody have a great morning, afternoon, evening. Alpha Trading out.